Today we'll discuss the problems on partial repossession in hire purchase system. Let us discuss fourth problem. Just go through the fourth problem. Mangalore Dry Cleaners purchased from the vendors 2 machines of rupees 10,000 each on hire purchase system. The payment was to be made rupees 6,000 down and the remainder in 3 equal installment of rupees 5,000 each together with interest at 5% per annum. The dry cleaners writes off depreciation at 10% per annum on the written down value. They could not pay their second installment. Means default is effected in second installment period. He successfully paid only one installment. After negotiation, it was agreed that vendors would leave one machine with the purchaser, adjusting the value of other against amount due, treating the machines at 20% depreciation on diminishing balance. Show the important ledger accounts in the books of hire purchaser. Here the important points to be noted. Who is the hire purchaser? Mangalore Dry Cleaners specifically given. Mangalore Dry Cleaners, the hire purchaser, and hire seller's name is not given. So we will write vendor's account. The total number of machines purchased, 2 machines, and the cash price of each machine is 10,500. So 2 machines purchased means the total cash price of 2 assets will be 21,000. 6,000 is paid towards down payment, and the installment amount will be 5,000 along with interest. Means for the 5,000 we must add interest. The rate of interest 5% per annum, and hire purchaser, he charges the depreciation at the rate of 10% on the written down value. So default is effected in the second installment. So therefore we have to prepare the account for 2 years. And vendor, he repossess one machine. The total machine sold 2, but in case of default, vendor, he repossessed only one machine. At the time of repossession, he charges the depreciation at the rate of 20% on diminishing balance method. So we will see the solution for this problem. Okay. See, first was the total cash price of the asset. Cash price of 2 machines, 2 into 10,500, 21,000. Out of that, 6,000 is paid towards down payment. So therefore, the outstanding amount will be 15,000. And annual installment amount, it is specifically given in the problem, 5,000 plus interest. So we will show the statement for the calculation of interest. So in the first year, the outstanding amount is 15,000. In the first year, the outstanding amount is 15,000. In the second year, outstanding amount 10,000, and in the third year, outstanding amount 5,000. Say in the first year, the interest is on the outstanding amount. In the first year, outstanding amount is 15,000. 15,000 at the rate of 5%, that is 750. In the second year, outstanding balance 10,000 at the rate of 5%, 500. In the same way, third year, the interest is 250. Cash price, we know 5,000 is the cash price. So for the cash price, we have to add the interest. So then only we can get the installment. Cash price is 5,000. 5,000 plus first year's interest 750. So total installment amount will be 5,750. Right? So here the total installment amount 22,500. Total cash price of the asset 21,000, and the total interest 1,500. So as this problem, it is related to partial repossession of the goods. So we must show one more statement, that is the statement showing the value of repossessed stock and retained stock. So by preparing this statement, so we will ascertain 3 balances. So first one, the value at which the assets or the goods are repossessed by the hire vendor. what is the value of the retained stock, and what is the profit or loss on the repossession of the stock. These three amounts will be ascertained through preparing statement showing the value of repossessed stock and retained stock. So we'll see. Okay. So here in the first year, see, particulars, repossessed one machine, retained one machine. So what is the book value? So what's the rate of depreciation charged by the hire purchaser? 10%. But on repossession, the hire seller will charge the depreciation at the rate of 20%. And this is the retained machine, and the rate of depreciation is 10%. That 10% is charged by the hire purchaser. We'll see the first year. So here in the first year, the worth cash price of one machine. So we have to consider only one machine because repossessed machine is one and retained machine is one. Okay. So one machine 10,500 into 1. Next, repossessed value same. Book value 1 asset. It remains same. We have to charge the depreciation at the end of the year. So in the first year, the depreciation rate is 10,500 at the rate of 10%. The hire purchaser charges the depreciation at the rate of 10% on the diminishing balance method. And the hire seller charges the depreciation at the rate of 20%. On 10,500, so we have to charge 20%. Okay. And here 10% on the cash price of the asset. In the second year, the balance will be 9,450, 8,400 and 9,450. Again in the second year, so we have to charge the depreciation. Here depreciation is charged on the basis of diminishing balance, 9,450 at the rate of 10%, here 8,400 at the rate of 20% and 9,450 at the rate of 10%. You know, the default is effected in the second year. So therefore, we have to charge the depreciation till the year of default. We have to charge the depreciation for first year and second year. The balance after deducting the depreciation for the second year is 8,505. But the hire seller, according to hire seller, his calculation shows that the value of repossessed stock is 6,720 and the value of the retained stock is 8,505. So these three figures are very important. Yes, as there is difference in the balance maintained by the hire purchaser, that is 8,505, and the hire seller 6,720, say there is a loss to the hire purchaser on repossession to the extent of rupees 1,785. According to his books, it shows that the worth of the repossessed stock is 8,505, but the hire seller repossessed the same stock at the valuation of rupees 6,720. So therefore, he incurs the loss of rupees 1,750. And here, so this is the retained stock, and it shows the worth of rupees 8,505. So all these three items must be shown in the books of hire purchaser. Okay. So next we'll see the ledger accounts. Yes, in the books of Mangalore Dry Cleaners, first year. What was the first entry? So on the date of purchase, so we will pass two entries. First entry for charging or for transferring the entire cash price of the asset, and second entry for the down payment. And at the end of the year, we will pass the four entries. So first entry for interest due, second entry for the payment of installment, third entry for charging the depreciation, and last entry for transferring the depreciation and interest to profit and loss account. See the machine's account properly. So we charge depreciation. So first one, machine account entered to vendor's account. So this is the first entry. Total cash price of the asset purchase 21,000. We charge the depreciation at the rate of 10%, 2,100. Balance carried down is 18,900. Here, as a default is effected in the second year, so we need to prepare the account for 2 years only. In the second year also, in the year of default, we will pass all the entries except the entry for payment of installment. So in the second year, you should be very careful. The balance is brought down. Next, as usual, we will charge the depreciation. So after charging depreciation, we need to record 3 entries. First, for repossessing the stock. Second, for transferring profit or loss on repossession. And third one, for recording the value of the retained stock. And all these 3 figures will be there in the statement showing the value of repossessed stock and retained stock that we discussed earlier. Okay. So what is the repossessed value of the stock? The vendor repossessed one car at a valuation of rupees 6,720. And the hire purchaser incurred loss of rupees 1,785 and 8,505 is the balance of the retained stock. So all these 3 figures are there in this statement. See.